Good question here.
Yes, sir. Earlier you were talking about how do we keep young people interested in what's our passion, and how do we get young people to carry on for us. And it occurred to me, you mentioned downloads, and they're all internet and computer savvy in so many ways already. And they all have in-ear listening devices. I'm thinking to myself, and you guys in Stereophile, in a sense, are really leaders in the community. You are, you and other magazines are stepping up. It's a place, it's kind of a clearinghouse for ideas and music. So what I'm suggesting is that perhaps Stereophile could ask its readers, and you could make available to its readers downloadable high resolution in a way that young people could listen and hear it for the first time and say, oh, that's what my dad listening to. I hear that it's different from my MP3. Where can I get more of that?
So the question is how, as we as a magazine, can sort of expose young people to higher resolution audio through a medium with which they're already comfortable and familiar with.
Thank you.
Yeah. Stephen, I mean, you're more representative of the younger generation. How do you expose those people to better sound quality? I mean, you've been through that process, and with you, the key was final.
Yeah. In some ways, I'm a bad example of a young person because I'm not interested in downloads and things like that at all. I listen to music online only to find out if I want to buy the actual vinyl. How to get kids interested in...
Well, yeah, if I can interject for a moment with respect. We all agree that downloading is something that's coming more in the future. High resolution download is going to be more available. Possibly bandwidth will become more available.
Right. Well, I think the key has to be the music they like. I mean, I could offer high resolution downloads of the recordings I make in Stereophile, and it wouldn't mean anything because it's not the music that they are automatically turning to. But if I could, offer my 16-year-old daughter a download of the new Morrissey album, then maybe she might take it more seriously. But that's not something I can do. That's why I got excited about HD Tracks offering Burning Sand as a 2496 download, because this is music which isn't just confined to the audiophile ghetto. It's been a massive hit everywhere. So maybe that kind of music would reach outside of our community and bring people in.
We may need the record labels to do more. There are a lot of record labels who are selling vinyl, CDs, and downloads now, but the downloads are often lower quality. But if perhaps they were to offer high-res downloads, that would be a great thing. I'm thinking of labels like Drag City and Thrill Jockey, and The Language of Stone. All these labels are interested in really high-quality sound, but they're not offering their downloads as high-res. Their downloads are 128 kilobit MP3s. If they were to change, I think that would help out a lot.
But let me, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say the connection between this question and Ron's question before about teaching people how to listen. It's a huge connection there, because a lot of us, I'm 54, and I came from a generation where when we listened to music like this and had our entire attention, and we'd have the album cover in our lap, we'd be following the lyrics. It was pure, absolute listening. And now, obviously, again, cleaving to what we were talking about before, there's more music available, and we have busier lives. Kids aren't doing as much serious, concentrated listening as would lead them to perfectionist audio. The two are very much connected. So how do you tell someone you're listening wrong? Let me teach you how to listen. That's tough, and I wouldn't even pretend to know how to begin.
Well, they have to have the need for more from the start. And high quality audio has never been a mass market phenomenon. There's always been 99% of people for whom whatever is the most convenient medium out there gives them enough of what they want. Otherwise, how can you explain the success of the compact cassette, which was horrible in every possible audio hi-fi term? but it became a dominant platform for recorded music in the late 70s, early 80s, before CD came along. So it's about 1% that the audio industry is looking for. And as Michael Kay, the dealer in New York City, said to me, he said if half of 1% of everybody with an iPod decided they want better sound quality, that's a bigger market for high-end audio than has ever existed at any time in history. So, if the need is there, and I do get heartened by the experience with our intern, Ariel Bitran, who's been working for us for the last 2 summers. And Ariel's a student at NYU, and he's just turned 21. And he wasn't an audiophile when he came to us, he just needed a summer job. And he's actually the person who puts together our buyer's guides and does all the fact-checking and recommending components. And actually, we've been seducing him away from his final year at NYU, and he's been working part-time for us, developing an online version of the Stereophile buyer's guide, which will go live relatively soon. And he's got bitten by the bug, hasn't he, Stephen?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a musician. Music plays an extremely important role in his life. He's a guitarist. He performs live in 2 bands and also solo. And
in his first year with us, he bought a Rega P1, Bellari Phonostage, Cambridge amplifier, and he's all about it now. He's in deep.
Stereophile changes the world, one intern at a time.
That's my goal.